Attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hi everyone, and welcome to today's workshop, which is going to talk you through some of the ways that you can find Twitter users to target. If you have any questions, you can tweet them via @SocialBro, or you can email me after the webinar at hannah@socialbro.com. You can also visit our user guide to see details about everything that I'm going to speak about today, and in particular for a breakdown of the advanced operators, but I'm going to come back to that in a second. So I'm just going to quickly run over what we're going to talk about today. So we'll start off by going over the Discover Twitter Users tool and how to use the basic search and filter options. I'm then going to introduce you to the advanced syntax, which enables you to perform a really accurate search to find both users to target or those talking about a specific subject, for example, your brand. I'm then going to go over how to monitor a hashtag and URL, both of these tools, and then the actions you can perform with the results. And then we'll finish with how to use the Geolocated search tool, which shows you which Twitter users nearby have been tweeting about a specific subject. So let's get started. I'll just go over to my dashboard. Right. So when you're building up your community, or you're expanding it, or you're increasing the quality, you'll need to make sure you're targeting the right kind of Twitter users appropriate to your business. Now, one of the ways you can do this is using SocialBro's Discover Twitter Users tool, which is basically like Google but for Twitter, and contains over 100 million active users. So if you select the tool from the toolbar, which is this one here, and then when it loads, then here you have the different filters on the left of your screen, which help you locate which users you should be following or engaging with, etc. Now, the filters that you choose to apply will depend on the type of business you're in, so who you want to target. So it could be potential customers, influencers, bloggers, journalists, etc. So let's say, for example, if me as SocialBro wanted to follow influential Twitter users from London and New York who have an interest in social media. So we have the different filters here, and if I want to look for influential users, I can choose to set the influence score quite high. So I can say I want them to have over 700. And then you can apply any of these additional filters, such as the number of followers they have, if they're a member of a lot of lists, or you can choose how active they are on Twitter. So I could say that I want them to post, say, more than 5 tweets a day, and I want them to have more than, say, 8,000 followers. You then have the advanced search tab, which allows you to search for users with a specific word in their bio, or from a specific location. Let me just remove that. So, for example, if I want to search for social media, people have interest in social media, that would go in the bio option. So I mentioned briefly the advanced operators that SocialBro uses to help you get an accurate search. And the first of these is when you're searching for a phrase. So, for example, social media has 2 words. You have to use quotation marks so that it will look for the exact phrase, not just social or media. So you can put that in the bio and click search. And then you can also enter a location. So if I want to look for people from London, I can type that. And then if you want 2 locations, the plus sign can be used as an or. And again, if we're going to look for New York, we have to use the quotation marks with no spaces in between the 2 different locations. And then we can perform that search again. And then I have these resulting 136 users. So from here, I can select individual users, or I could drag and drop a box over multiple users, and then I could choose to follow them, if that's what I was looking to do via this button here. So selected and then follow, and then I'd then be following these users. So I'll just come back to the advanced operators that I just mentioned, a couple of them. So they're really useful to make your search much more accurate, as you can specify exactly who you want to be returned in your search and who you don't. So we have a page in our user guide, which I'm just going to show you here. And this details what gives you a breakdown of what the symbols mean, so which ones you can use. So at the top here, you have the rules for searching for users. So as I just said, the plus sign means or, so I could look for people from 2 locations. The minus sign means not, so if you want to look for a specific word but not another word, so I could look for social, but I could say I don't want media to be part of it as well. Then you've got your quotation marks for a phrase, and then what I'll show you in a minute is how you can use the global search bar to combine your search using, for example, a word in a bio, a location, etc. And then below this, you have the rules for searching for words that have been tweeted by users, and I'll briefly go over that as well. So I'll just go back to the dashboard. And SocialBro makes it easy for you to use these advanced operators, as I just showed you, because we have these search bars here. But what we also have is the global search bar, which I'm just going to show you now. So select your source from here. So we're searching the whole of Twitter, and this is the same as using the Discover Twitter Users tool here. And then in here, let's say if I want to look for people from London and Madrid who are journalists. So I would start by typing location without a capital, it's got to be lowercase. So location, London, plus sign is or Madrid, and then a space, and then it'll be bio, again lowercase, and then journalist. And we can perform that search there. So these are the returned users that I have got. And then what you could also do is, if you don't want a certain word to be returned, I could put a space again, minus bio sports. For example, if I don't want sports journalists to be returned, and then my search number has gone down. So that was how you could use the advanced syntax to find people from the whole of Twitter. But so from here I could therefore follow them, etc. But you can also use them for any other source. So I could say the original search that I made. You can use that, but for any other source that you want to. So for example, if I've got a competitor's account, let me just choose one here. And then I could perform the same search, but within my competitor's community. So if I just do that, so they don't have any that matches my search, but it would be just like that, and you could copy and paste it in or type it out again. So now I'm going to show you our next tool. Sorry, I lost my train of thought, which is our how to monitor a hashtag. Sorry, I'm losing my mind. So this enables you, this is really useful, as you can look for people who are tweeting a hashtag that's either relevant to your industry or about an event you're attending or hosting. So especially useful if you want to find people to target and engage with. So let's select monitor a hashtag from the toolbar. And then from here, you just type in the hashtag. You don't have to actually type the hashtag symbol. So let's say I was attending a conference, a social media conference. So I use the hashtag that is out at the moment, so DZ Impact. So this would be useful for me if I wanted to find people to network with before the event, or find people tweeting about it to get more information. So you just click add. I've already added mine to save us time. And then you can locate it in your sources menu. And here it is. And then you'll be displayed with your dashboard. So this shows that 7 members have recently tweeted that hashtag. So if I wanted to view stats about these members, I could select Insights from the toolbar and then View Report. And you can also export this to PDF if you wanted to keep it to refer back to at a later date. So you can see the languages they speak. So all 7 members speak English. I can see the time zones, and what you can do is you can click any part of the chart. So if I want to see the people from the US and Canada, I could click there, and then, for example, I could choose to follow or add them to a list or add a tag to them, which I'll come back to. So I'll just go back to the Insights report. And then you've got a whole range of stats about the members who have tweeted the hashtag. So how influential they are, how active they are on Twitter. And then what is also useful, sorry, my screen. Right, is the bio tag cloud. So this is displaying the interests of the people who have tweeted the hashtag. And you can click on any of these. So if I want to see the people who have the word digital in their bio, again, I can click digital, and then I could choose to contact these 2 people, or I could follow them. So we'll just go back to the dashboard for the hashtag. So I could choose to select all members from the dashboard, and then I could choose to follow users, or if I wanted to see their tweets before and during the event, I could choose to create a Twitter list with these users and then monitor their interactions using Hootsuite or TweetDeck. From here, I can also engage with them, so network with them or identify those that I want to meet when I'm there. So you could either, if you had thousands of people returned who tweeted the hashtag, you could use the filters, as I showed you earlier, to filter within them, as you can only add 500 people to a list. But as I've only got 7, I can select all and then add to a list. And then you can either select an existing list you already have, or you can create a new one. So if I was going to say attendees, type a description of your choice, and then you choose if you want it to be public or private. So both of these have benefits. Private means that you can monitor users' interactions without them knowing you're doing so. But in this case, it might be useful to create a public list of these event attendees, because it could lead to the members engaging with myself and each other. So you would just select public or private and then click OK. The other option you have is to create a tag for these users. So for example, if you want to come back to them at a later date in the future, to invite them maybe to a similar event that you're holding that you think they would be interested in. So to do that, I could just select them again and then add tags, and again, whichever name you wanted to add, save changes, and then when you want to find them at a later date, you can just select your tags menu, and then any of these tags I can just click to see the different people I've added that tag to. And you can create as many tags as you want in SocialBro, and you can add as many people as you want to one tag. It's not a problem. So that was the how to monitor a hashtag. And then really similar to that, we have the ability to monitor a URL. So there might be a news story that's relevant to your industry, and you want to see the users who are interested in it, perhaps find potential clients, or you could look for users who have tweeted about your article or blog that you've written. So select the URL that you want to monitor. So I could say that I want to monitor this BBC news story. So just copy it, and then from the toolbar, select monitor URL, and then you paste it in and click add. Again, I've already added it in to save us a bit of time, which just with the syncing. So here's my news story, and then I can see all 296 users who have tweeted this URL. I could also view insights, as I just showed you before. So I could choose to follow these users, or if it was about your blog article and they were promoting you, you could choose to thank them for that, or add them to a list and engage with them in future when you create new blog posts and articles. So that was the URL. And then the last tool, which I'm going to talk about, is the geolocated search, which is really useful for finding users that are nearby to you who are tweeting about something related to your business. So especially if you're looking for local customers, it's really, really useful. So all you have to do is select geolocated search from the toolbar, and then you can choose a name for this if you want to save it, and then choose what you want to search for. So if I wanted to search for people near me who were putting the word social media in their tweets, so perhaps I want to find social media events nearby that I could attend for networking, or I could be trying to find potential clients, because if they're nearby, we could have a face-to-face meeting instead of talking over the internet. So I could choose to search for social media. And then you'd click add. And then when it's finished synchronizing, you'll be able to find it in your sources menu. Like this. And then I have these 84 people that are near me who have tweeted the words social media. So again, I could choose to add them to a list, I could follow them, add a tag to them, or I could just tweet them directly. You can click on any of their Twitter handles to see their bio and see their recent tweets. So it's really useful. Another example I've used of this tool in the past is a local restaurant, for example, a sushi restaurant could look for people nearby tweeting that they want sushi, and then you can send them promotions or your daily specials, something like that. So I think that just about covers everything for today's workshop. Next week, I'll be holding the introductory Getting Started with SocialBro webinar again. And then the week after that, I'll be holding a workshop on how to use SocialBro to improve your customer relationship management. And you can sign up for either of these via the user guide. Thank you very much for attending, and I might see you next week. Bye.